Another day, another set of wireless earbuds hit the market at an affordable price in a great package with a few extras. But does budget mean bad quality? In this case, not entirely. So let's take a look at the Tribit FlyBuds C1. Hey, I'm Chris Wilmshurst, and every day a new set of wireless earbuds pops up from a new brand, and they gradually get more and more affordable. Much like the old days of wired earbuds, you could open up your local mail order catalogue, go online, or visit a shop, and there would be hundreds of wired earbuds for as low as £10. We're not quite there yet with wireless buds, but they are slowly coming down in price, which means nothing but good things for consumers. Now, obviously, with budget, that means a lack of quality, right? Not necessarily. The Tribit FlyBuds C1 come with 5 additional sets of tips of different sizes so you can find the perfect fit. There's an incredible 50 hours of charge with this case, which can be fully charged in 2 hours if you have a fast charging brick. This isn't supplied, and it's something you'll need to purchase separately. They're stating that you can get up to 12 hours of playback in one sitting. To me, that's insane. My AirPods, for example, only have around 4 hours of continuous playback on their best day. They use the Qualcomm aptX Bluetooth 5.2 chip for connecting to your devices, and connecting is really quick. Unfortunately, as these are budget, you have to disconnect them from older devices to pair them with your new device. This isn't great if you use a lot of devices, but at this price range, can you really complain too much? Alternatively, you can reset them by placing them back in the case and pushing this battery button here for 4 seconds. And speaking of the case, it's a good size, has 4 LEDs to indicate charge status, it's grippy, and features everyone's favourite, a USB-C charging port. The earbuds themselves sport a hybrid look of the traditional AirPods blended with a futuristic flair with these red accents. There's also buttons on the stems and microphones. I do want to say that I love that you can adjust the volume with these buttons. Pushing down for 3 seconds on the right increases the volume, while pushing down on the left for 3 seconds decreases it. But don't hold onto them for too long, because if you hold them for 6 seconds, you'll turn off each individual pod. Other than the great inclusion of volume adjustments, they feature all the gestures you'd expect, like changing tracks, accepting and rejecting calls, activating your smart assistant, and the obvious play and pause. There has been a few times where I've taken them out of the case and the right ear would randomly disconnect after the first connection. But holding down the button for 6 seconds fixed this, and they remained on for the rest of my listening session. The sound quality is acceptable, they're not the loudest headphones. The bass is pretty decent, but the mids sound a bit tinny once you push it past that 70% volume mark. I found bass-heavy songs and electronic music sounded the best, but any music with a lot of snare drums like rock and pop sounded average at best. They're comfy, and I've not had any issues with the battery life, as there was no way I was going to leave these in my ears for 12 hours straight. So unless you plan to leave these out of the case, you're very unlikely to run out of battery. I've also used them while exercising without any issues of sweat affecting them or having them fall out while on a bike ride. The built-in microphones aren't amazing, and they do sound pretty bad. They pick up a lot of background noise and the quality isn't the best. I would definitely avoid picking these up if you're solely focusing on the call quality, as there are much better ones out there. Overall, these are an affordable set of wireless buds with an incredible battery life, but the sound quality isn't the best, and the built-in microphones are just about passable. If you're on a budget, I could recommend them to you. However, alternatively, there are other earbuds on the market which do perform better, but they do lack that incredible battery life. So it's up to you to decide whether overall audio quality trumps the convenience of battery life. And that's it for this video. Thank you Tribit for sending these out to me for review, and if you've made it this far and you'd like to be in with a chance of getting your hands on a set of these, simply leave a comment below and I'll select one lucky winner, and then Tribit will send some out to you. So as always, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and take care.